The reason why I really loved it is it shows like this little girl who basically goes out in the world for her little independence, and like it shows a little uh like the troubles that she goes through. But it's,
Mm-hmm.
obviously it's kind of like all make believe. She's like a little witch, she could fly and stuff like that. She meets like a little boy who she becomes really close friends with. And like it's just it touches my heart a lot because like she's basically alone in this world, and then she has like this little cat that she meets and they become friends too, and that's like their whole like shebang.
Mm-hmm.
And she saves pretty much the like I wouldn't say the world, but like the little city. And a lot of people didn't like her for the longest time. So it's like it's heartfelt to me and I like it.
Where did you put that? I guess ranking in studio. Uh, is it Ghibli? Studio Ghibli?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I usually always know most people put Spirited Away as number one. That's like to
Oh,
me
that's
that's
number one for me.
that's
That's
the only
number one
one
for
that
me.
I can really sit there and say I've seen that in Howling Moving Castle. Where would you place Kiki on that pedestal?
I put it number one for
Oh,
me. Yeah,
okay.
I don't really like I understand that everybody likes the other ones, and
Mm-hmm.
for me, I felt like Kiki was so underrated that not a lot of people like valued it as much as the other two.
I
Because
feel
I
that.
know the other two, yeah, I feel like the other two had more love for it, but this one was just super simple, and I felt like it was more connecting to. I think when it was shown, we were all
Mm-hmm.
young, right? So
Yeah.
like not a lot of people like connected as much with it, but for me, I 100% connected with it. It was my favorite. Gigi, her talking cat is hilarious. It reminded me of like a what is it, like Sabrina's Witch or whatever with
Oh,
Salem. Oh my
Salem.
god,
Yeah.
yeah.
And every the
So that's
sass and
kind of
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I was so into that. So I think when this movie came out, I was like, "Oh my god, it's like Sabrina." It was so
um,
cute.
I you know what? I kind of sit there and feel like then maybe the Boy and the Heron may wind up like Kiki's Delivery Service. It's probably going to be one of those films that a lot of people panned because apparently a lot of people panned it. You know, they did not think
Yeah.
that was like the best movie from Miyazaki, but I kind of wonder if that was also said the same thing by Kiki's Delivery Service. Like maybe it'll be something similar to that and everything.
Maybe.
Because
I
that's the
can
vibe
see
that
that.
I'm getting. That's the vibe, and like I'm pretty sure it has a great cast of actors playing it.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. Oh yeah.
mhm. Also, you can't beat
Especially
Willem Dafoe. You can't beat him. So
yeah.
moving on to
Mhm.
your number two. What is that?
Ah, the proposal.
Why? That's the one with Justin Timberlake, right? Mia Kunis.
No, that's
No.
with Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock.
Oh,
Oh my god. And Betty
I
White's in it too. I
I
know
need to
all the cast.
I need
This
to
is
go
the one
back
that I know.
to my rom com class then. Like
Oh my
Jesus.
god. It's Ryan Reynolds. It's Sandra Bullock. I love them.
You know what?
Honestly,
You know
yeah.
what I'm thinking? I think it's just Friends. I think that's the one. The
Oh yeah,
Friends with
yeah,
benefits.
yeah.
I think that's the one I was thinking about.
Oh,
They
you're gonna
all
laugh
they
why I like this movie.
So why the proposal? What is so great about this one?
Ironically enough. So when I first watched this, and mind you, I don't think this was my first. No, it was my first Ryan Reynolds movie. Like I love Sandra Bullock, and I think this was one of the one that she like confused me like the role that she took because
Mm-hmm.
normally she has like all these like nice strong head ladies. I mean it's the same thing, but like she's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, I kind of got a bit of a Devil's Wear Prada almost vibe out of her. Like she was trying to do
Yeah.
Helen Mirren. It was Helen
Yeah,
Mirren, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I thought it was funny because I was like, "What? This is not in her character to me." So like when I first watched it, I was like, "Damn, I like her." She's so like, she's the boss, She's out here like trying to do the most, and then she just doesn't give a fuck about anything. And then all of a sudden, the one little thing that's her problem is her fucking Visa card.
Yeah.
So
In
she
comes
tries.
Ryan Reynolds.
And then comes Ryan Reynolds, and that's her assistant, and he's been trying all fucking, all this time to try to get what is it? I guess like his writing
Mm-hmm.
for her to see, because I think she's a publisher, I believe in the movie,
It's been a while since I've
something like
seen
that.
it. You know,
Yeah, I think she's a
my mom
publisher
would
for
watch.
sure.
This is like something my mom would watch. So, you know, it's probably the only Ryan Reynolds movie that she'll actually watch. You know,
Yeah,
she didn't care much for him for any of his other works.
I loved it because he was like a really like he really looked like it was the way that the movie kind of comes out is like he basically looked up in this company and he knew that she was like the ticket to get like, you know, his book published or whatever it was, right? That he
Mm-hmm.
had. And like he thought it wasn't going to be that hard and come to find out everybody in the office fucking hates her and she's just this massive bitch. So anytime she came around, they would like type each other in the computer, the witch is here.
Oh my
Oh my
god,
god.
that's fucking
The whole
hilarious.
office, yeah. That was like my favorite scene, I think, and I got hooked so fast.
And
And
I
it was just go
kind of
ahead.
feel like that's our friends group. That's like the whole Discord server. At some
Yeah,
point, it's like the
I
bitch is
know.
here.
You know, it's funny because like I relate so hard now with that movie, and at first I was like, man, I wish I could have friends like that. But like the movie basically is just like getting to really know like the characters, you know, and like you know, I really don't like rom-coms. This is the
Yeah.
only rom-com I actually actively like. And it's just so good how they do everything. Like it's not, you know, some rom-coms are very obvious
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, things are going to happen and then this one it was just not obvious. I thought they would never get together
Yeah.
cuz he hated her. I mean, absolutely hated her. Like threw her shit on the floor, said, "Oh, damn. I guess you need to pick that up." He walks away and then his mom goes, "Get the girl out."
It backfires
Oh
on
my
him.
gosh. Yeah, pretty much. And then they, you know, finally they sleep quote unquote together, right? Because that now she made the lie that they're fucking together, and
Ayo.
uh, his grandma was like, "What? You used to call her a bitch," and he's like, "Oh no 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 no, grandma, don't say it, gam, don't say that." I fucking love Betty White, dude.
I definitely feel like that is something a lot, probably just us in general, that we would probably get from Ryan Reynolds. Like Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
is so, as much as I was gonna say Susan Sarandon, it's Sandra Bullock. I always get those two mixed up. It's the S's. As
Mhm.
much as she's down to earth, yeah, Ryan Reynolds is just as much down to earth.
I think I was like 6 when I first watched this, and it was just so like I was, you know how the hype of like dinosaurs and stuff like that is happening,
Yes.
and I really, really, really loved it. I don't know what it was that attracted me in it, but I love the idea of wow, these like creatures existed. Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And so when this movie came out, I was just like mind blown. And that's definitely that moment that the moment in the car I was like I would die. I
Yeah.
would run.
Yeah.
I would die right there.
It was either get crushed in the car or probably while you're running
Or
with your little legs,
mm,
you're gonna get eaten real quick. It's
I'm
like
gonna get eaten with all these predators out there, man. I am
they'll be
fresh
sitting here.
meat for
Where's
all of them.
Knox? I think she got eaten. It's all like, how do you know? I just see legs back there. It's all like, it probably just thought like, did I eat her or like, what the fuck happened? Oh my
No,
god.
I think the best part of that whole movie was I don't know if you remember this scene, but like in the oh my god, what are they called? The velociraptors, I
Uh huh.
think, is in
Yeah.
the kitchen. In the kitchen.
Yes.
Where yes, oh my
That
that
was
was terrible.
anxiety right there.
That was anxiety induced because then you would see his face and she literally stops herself breathing. And that was me. I literally did the same thing. I was like, I'm not breathing with you.
Yeah. And
Yeah, as a little
I love
6-year-old me.
I love the play of the camera angles where like the moment that the raptors see her and then it bolts right to it and you're like, oh shit, but it's the reflection because this stuff is
Yeah,
clean so
yeah.
shine and it's just like head rams and everything. So it's like, okay, they're intelligent, but to a certain extent. They
Right.
have the intelligence level just right above a toddler to know what is what. But you know, and they can flank you like Apex players, but you
Oh
know,
god.
again, like
That's why they're
yeah,
called predators.
yeah, you
That's
know,
actually so a funny thing, connection here. That's why they're
oh.
called predators. Yeah. That's literally why. A Jurassic Park fucking oh my god,
Well,
imagine.
see, even at first, like when they were even lured into there, all what they were like asked is like, you brought the dinosaurs back. Is like, did you bring back the meat eaters? And it was like, oh well, we actually really brought like first like apparently like all of them were, I think first lied that they all just were like, you know, they were herbivores, and then they lied to him by sitting there saying, we do have a few raptors and T-Rexes, and then Sam Neill is like, raptors? It's like, you know how bad that is, right? They're pretty clever, you know, even though the kitchen
Yeah,
scene
it was fun.
completely kind of counteracts the intelligence part, you
I
know, a little bit.
I think it was counteracted because like I don't think it was counteracted. I think what the girl did to distract was definitely like their high sensitivity in noises. So
Yeah.
like I can't remember what she did, but she basically made them like I don't know what the word is called. I only know in Spanish for some reason in my brain right now.
But didn't one of them
But
have the didn't they have the little calling thing? Because
yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah,
Sam
and they
Neill
did
had
that.
it
Yeah,
because he was
one
showing
of them.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Uh
went go go or whatever the words were.
yeah.
What
Yeah.
you're
Well,
trying to
no,
make it.
that's essentially kind of what it was, like a almost like a cooing to like let them
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
you know, oh hey, they're over there.
I think the biggest reason why it was my favorite is like towards the end, you just see these beautiful scenes. And I think
Oh
during
yeah.
that time, like it was just that was mesmerizing to me. And
It
it
was a
stuck with me
spectacle.
forever. Yeah, it stuck with me forever. The music. Da-na-na-na-na.
Well, like yeah, because like even at the beginning when they enter the park, you're not really immediately shown the T Rex and the
No,
raptor,
no.
but like you're just shown like a brontosaurus, and they make it look so breathtaking in the spectacle of it all.
Yeah.
And it's like this would probably be in real life, like there would be some jackass that would sit there. It's like just try to sit there see if we can breed a raptor, but like otherwise, I think in a safety compound, it's like yeah, a brontosaurus, and I think you're kind of playing with danger a little bit if you have like a stegosaurus or a triceratops. So I think like triceratops aren't supposed to be real or something like that,
I can't remember.
something
There's
like
so
that.
many of them. Yeah.
Yeah, but the stegosauruses are supposed to be super territorial, you know.
Yeah.
So I definitely would not want to be like, oh hey honey, like let's take a picture near the stegosaurus. It's like someone's about to get impaled. Some kid's about to become an orphan because their parents thought it was a good idea to fucking take a picture.
Dude, I always think about that. Like, how awesome would that be if that actually was a thing? And then I saw the movie and I was like, it's not awesome. It's not. There is
Oh,
somebody that would do
okay.
something like that.
I'm
You're right.
misinterpreting your awesomeness. How awesome would be to be orphaned by a dinosaur? Like,
Oh
it's
my
like what? Okay. Young Knox was like, I wished I was orphaned by a dinosaur.
god. Oh god.
Mom and Poppy
Oh
were
my god.
fucking impaled by a
By
stegosaurus.
Cyrus. Yeah. No.
I
No. No.
was
No.
short
No.
enough that I missed the tail by a foot, and
I wish it was cool enough to see like the cool, like dangerous ones, right? But I know nobody's ever gonna be safe with that. Imagine that. Dude, us humans, God, we're just even in the movie it shows, right?
yeah.
That humans are just selfish.
I mean,
Very, very selfish.
if you like look at just people that take pictures of the wildlife, like it's the side of the road, they're in traffic. Oh, hey, honey, look, there's a moose. It's obviously a tourist because most people know don't get close to a moose. That person's
Right.
gonna get gored, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, if we can't even be safe around mooses, we can't even be safe around dinosaurs.
You know how many times I've actually watched Jurassic Park? Do
How
you know how
many?
many times? From what my bio mother told me, she said you watched the show, not the show, the movie in like, let me see, I'm looking for the number because it's. I actually wrote this down.
Oh my god.
It's in my notepad. Hold on.
You
She
wrote
said,
down the number. Oh my god.
yeah, it was 252 times.
I believe that. How many tapes did you go through?
Oh, I had to rewind that. I had the movie, like the VHS, so I would just rewind it and
Yeah,
go
well, like
plug back in.
I would watch King Kong versus Godzilla on repeat to the point that the tape got so worn out from being
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
rewinded and
No. Yeah. Right.
yeah,
Yeah. My mom. She had to give me a new one.
yeah.
Like that's how bad it was. Like
I was about to say
she
I
was
don't
just
know if
like,
VHSs can last 200 times play.
No, no. There was
Yeah.
a time and point where I literally cried that it wasn't coming back on, and she was like, "I can't have this child crying. I can't do this no more."
Well, you know what? Your mother loved you enough to sit there and get you that movie again. My mother, on the other hand, I think it was mostly because it was hard for me to get my freaking movie. It was hard probably finding King Kong versus Godzilla. So kudos to Biomon for going out her way to go buy another copy of Jurassic Park and probably telling
Dude.
you, do not wear this out. This is the last time I'm buying it. And she probably had to repeat that to you over a course of many a times. You
I know.
know.
What's funny is that after all that, and then you know how DVDs came out? Oh my
Yeah.
god, when it
Then you
finally
could
came
do
out in
it.
DVD, anytime I want it, yeah. Then they
Yeah.
got me the Jurassic Park DVD
Did you
right
did you have the
afterwards.
whole collection? Did
I
before they
did.
started
I did.
redoing?
Yep. Yeah, I had the whole collection. I had like this map and stuff like that too. I don't know if you remember that, but like Jurassic Park had like a whole thing where they first introduced it. It was in VHS, and then they had like a collector's thingy
Yeah,
for it, where it gave you like the little like map of where all the dinosaurs were. Like they show you
yeah.
like I love that. Think I still have that at my parents' house, but
I
yeah,
really do wish distribution was that great again. I
I
really do
love those
wish.
things.
I mean, we don't even get special features anymore.
No,
Yeah,
no.
what everything go on the streaming. But if you do get Criterion Collection, you know, which I give Jurassic Park a few more years, it's going to be in there if it's not already there. And I expect brand new documentaries made for that DVD along with the movie. Um, I would love to sit
Mm.
there and learn more about the animatronics and a lot of the special effects side of it. The CGI of '93, when done well,
It was peak. It was
yes,
peak during that time. I think also that was the fascinating thing because I was over here like that looks like a real dinosaur. How did they do that? I
because
am for this.
the year prior, James Cameron, I believe, because I do believe Terminator Judgment Day was '92, because I think it came out the same year as Bram Stoker's Dracula. That one had fantastic CGI for what it was at its time, with the having the liquid guy, you know, the liquid T2 Terminator go right through the bars, and
Mhm.
we could probably clean it up a little bit better in today's standards, but still for that time, you know,
Oh,
that
spectacular!
yeah,
That was beautiful.
it was
Like,
mind blowing. Like people thought
yeah.
you could not beat the achievement of what was, I think, '89's Terminator and everything, because
Mhm.
people was like, you can't beat that. Oh, here comes like James Cameron,
'Cause-
like hold my beer, you know, and
And then freaking Jurassic Park, dude.
yeah,
Afterwards, I think it was back to
Spielberg
back.
blew it
It
up
just
even bigger.
yeah. Yeah, I was like, it just went back to back, and those are such great things. Like, I feel like in that time, like for movies, and then compare it to now, it's so crazy. Like those are like the beginnings of like just great things, and now it's it's kind of cool because even like in VTubing and stuff like that, like I think about that a lot. I'm like, look, I'm over here just like moving and being real, and before like I would just be like a little picture, you know, and
Yeah,
have no mouth moving and eyes, and it's like it's a good like transition, I guess, from like
it's
that to like now with
fascinating how
everything.
technology
Yeah,
evolves.
technology. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy, dude. It's so crazy.